shout out to the person that let me know that you couldn't hear what I was saying in the part 2 either, which it's all good. Cause I'm gonna read the cards that I pulled in that video. You're not gonna miss out on the reading. So, out of the surrender deck that I had, I pulled 3 cards out of the surrender deck to pretty much know what you need to surrender at this time. And I pulled surrender to your soul's path, okay? Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Everything is divinely orchestrated. Everything is happening exactly the way it's supposed to happen, okay? You're living in the divine plan. Your life is already written for you in the stars, literally. And I know it sounds cliche, but I truly, truly, truly believe that everything happens for a reason and everything happens at the right time. I don't believe there's wrong timing of anything. I think the divine knows exactly what they're doing. The angels know exactly what they're doing. The celestial beings know exactly what they're doing. Our ancestors know what they're doing. Okay? I mean, come on. Like, how do leaves look so perfect with their pattern? How do flowers look so perfect with their pattern? There's a creator somewhere, and they know what the hell they're doing. Everything's happening the way it should. So surrender to your soul's path. Just allow yourself to be guided. Follow the signs. Pay attention to the signs. There's signs in everything. Really just surrender to fear. I also pulled surrender to fear. Okay, let go of those limiting beliefs. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. Yes, celebrate every baby step, not just the big steps. The baby steps are so important too, because I feel like a lot of you guys overlook the little baby steps that you take. You guys don't give yourself enough credit for the growth that you're doing. But yes, let go of fear. Let go of those limiting beliefs. Fear is such a low vibration, and you don't want to... I know it's easier said than done, but you don't want to be in the energy of fear, because our thoughts create our reality. I know I say this all the time, but it's so very true. Like, your thoughts, you manifest your life. So if you're in the energy of fear, you're only manifesting what you're thinking, So you want to make sure that you're always thinking positive. And I really believe this. Like, if you catch yourself like thinking negatively, if you catch yourself in a negative mindset or in a fearful mindset or in a lack mindset, because fear is lack. You fear because you feel like you lack something, right? Maybe you lack security, you lack money, you lack love. You don't want to be in that energy of fear, because you're telling the universe, I need this. You don't want to be in the energy of I need something, I lack something. You don't want to be in that energy, because that's only going to be reflected to you in your outer world. So you always want to be in the energy of trusting, surrendering to the universe, surrendering to God, spirit, ancestors, guides, guardian angels, whatever you believe in. Surrendering, trusting the process, trusting that everything is happening exactly the way it's supposed to happen. Okay? And then surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. Yes, so the video that cut off, the part 2 that cut off, I was explaining that you guys really have to go deep, deep, deep within yourself and really reflect on not just your relationships, not just family trauma, not just relationship trauma, but sexual trauma as well. Trigger warning. I should have warned you before, but trigger warning. There's a lot of childhood trauma coming up. There's a lot of sexual trauma coming up. You guys really, really, really need to go deep within yourself and get uncomfortable and really, really see the truth for what it is, because a lot of us like to ignore the trauma subconsciously that's in the back of our head. And this is childhood trauma, this is sexual trauma that we don't want to go and dive deep into and look into because it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable going within and really looking at your flaws. What's wrong with me? How am I the problem in my relationships? How am I the problem in situations? It's a lot of people don't like to do that, and this is why there's narcissists out there. That's why there's people that are unaware, that are not self-aware, because it is super uncomfortable. 12:12, as I look at the time, it is super uncomfortable to sit with yourself and really look at what's wrong with you, and really go all the way to the past, go into your subconscious and look at your trauma. That, you know, we tend to block out trauma. Sometimes we don't even remember a lot of our childhood because we block it out. We block out the trauma. But, you know, our trauma actually is important to reflect on, because it tells us why we're attracting certain people in our life, certain situations in our life. You know, like a lot of the time we pick partners that reflect the way our parents are, you know, and or the way our parents acted with each other, the way our parents showed love to each other. We learned how love was growing up by seeing how our parents loved each other, right? So like that's very important to really look at that childhood trauma and see, how is it affecting my relationships today? How is this affecting my beliefs today? You know, really going within and looking at limiting beliefs that you have. There's so much room for growth, you know, and the way you could figure out what limiting beliefs you have is by what triggers you the most. What triggers you the most? What our triggers do is help us to highlight what we need to work on within ourselves. If somebody does something that triggers you, it's because there's something within you that reflects that you don't want to go within and look at. You don't want to go within and actually look at that, what's triggering you, you know. So pay attention to your triggers. They're direct answers to what you need to reflect on within yourself, limiting beliefs that you need to reflect on. But yeah, I just wanted to redo that part 2 since you couldn't hear my audio, but I felt like it was very important to it was an important message to tell. So 909, endings are significant. This new beginning we're stepping into is significant. Spiritual transformation. We are stepping into this new era, and I'm honestly excited for it because it's such a higher vibration than we were in before for this collective. And I wish you guys nothing but good energy, love, relationships full of love coming your way, friendships full of love coming your way that align with you. I wish you nothing but blessings when it comes to your career. I wish you nothing but having a career that you love to do, that is easy and effortless. I wish you blessings that don't require hard work, that just flow effortlessly into your life. And I really, really, truly, genuinely mean that. And I just wish you guys so much abundance. I love you guys so much.